VCU plays. It's a hard-fought game. We were both in desperate need of a win today, so this game felt like a conference game, and a couple things in our favor. We were able to out-rebound them, and we were able to keep Melvin Johnson, obviously, to no field goals. Offensively, the way they decided to defend us, we had to get to the foul line. That was the only chance we had. Can't run offense against a team that's pressuring the ball the way they were pressuring the ball today. So we got to the foul line and we converted. That was really the story of our second half game plan.
Can you please elaborate on your defensive game plan for Melvin Johnson?
Yeah, don't let him shoot. Don't let him shoot. And when he comes off the pick and roll, try to make him give it up to somebody else. You know, we're a team in defense of Melvin. We're a team that we switch a lot. So screening for him is kind of irrelevant against us because we're just going to switch it. And a lot of times we switch a bigger guy onto him, which is harder for him to shoot over that guy. Now, I will say this, and I don't know where his assists were. They gave him, you know, he was with 3, but 2 or 3 of Gilmore's. Both of Gilmore's threes were because we were what we were calling loading the box on Melvin, forcing him to make that pass. And Gilmore hurt us a few times, but, you know, you got to pick your poison with a guy like him. So our goal today was to keep them out of the paint. They got great team speed, and we kept them to 2 fast break points. Go ahead.
Did you get a sense at halftime that the officials were going to call it tighter and you know, getting to the free throw line was a point of emphasis?
I told our guys we got to force the officials to call fouls. And I don't think we were playing with enough strength with the ball. I didn't think we were cutting hard enough off the ball, and we were giving the officials a reason not to call the foul. And so that's what we discussed at halftime. Try to force them. Now, sometimes that doesn't work. So, and I know you guys watch games, and you're like me. You're trying to figure out what's a foul, what's not a foul. And some of it changes from half to half. Trust me, it's happened to us as well. But I just thought that was our only chance because they were not going to let us throw A to B to C to get the ball into the post. They're going to deny one of those passes. And if you continue to try to do that, they're going to steal the ball. So we were trying to stay spread and throw 1 or 2 passes, and either get the ball to the rim or make the officials call something.
Coach Wade mentioned leading up to this game that he was a big admirer of your program and the way you guys do things. Did he say anything to you after the game?
Well, we've talked a couple of times up in the last month. He's done a tremendous job. I know you say, well, hold on, they're 5-5, but I told him he better get control of the schedule. You know, scheduling and recruiting are 1 and 1A in this business, and they obviously scheduled extremely tough. And I don't know, was Travion Graham the leading scorer second in the history of VCU? And you lose a guy like that, and you lose the NCAA's all-time steals leader. He didn't get it because he got hurt. You know, it's tough. A couple years I went, and then now he's obviously back in his first year here, but you know. We've talked a few times. I told him he's going to be coaching for a long time. His guys play hard for him. It's tough when you lose those kind of guys, and then you come in your first year and play against that schedule. You know, their fate will be decided in the Atlantic 10 because the league is so good. VCU's going to, with Richmond and Dayton, GW, and Rhode Island, as well as VCU, and I don't know who else. Oh, Davidson. I mean, you're looking at they have so many potential victories. Yeah, I snuck that in on. Yeah, because we played GW. So, I mean, there's so many potential quality wins out there for them that the old days, so, we'll probably talk tomorrow, and I'll share with Will, is, you know, I used to coach in the Big East, man. You were a week away from a 3-game losing streak at all times back in 08, 09. It was crazy. You know, and their schedule's so tough, you got to ignore everything outside, just keep getting better because they got plenty of opportunities. And they're going to do great, and this will be a big win for us at the end of the year.
How did you think Troy handled the emotion of coming back home in front of his friends and family?
Yeah, I'm far from Bill Belichick or Greg Popovich, but I just don't believe in that stuff. We never discussed it one time. You know, we were playing a road game against a really good team, and the Bearcats needed a win, and that's all that matters. So last year when I went down and I came back and met with the team before they went to NC State, doesn't matter that I'm down. We got a game plan. We got to go get a win, and that's all that matters. You know, it's not so. Never discussed it. Just trying to get Troy to where he's one of the better players in the country. Didn't get him a rest in the second half. I thought that hurt him in the last 3 minutes a little bit. I had him too tired, which was my fault. But he's coming. He's coming, and in our program, usually, you know, it's your senior year is your best year, predominantly for the way we do things. And I think that he's going to be first team All-League this year in our league, and I think he can be Player of the Year in our league next year and have a chance to get drafted. You know, I believe in him. I think he's that kind of player.
Coach, you mentioned with Jacob Evans' activity.
Oh, he's awesome. Yeah, he's the smartest freshman I've ever coached on the court. He's a good student, but he's smart on the court, extremely. I mean, he's basketball-wise, I can play him anywhere I want. I can have him take the ball out against pressure. I mean, he's so in tune with what you say. He understands the game extremely well. He's a big-time recruit for us. He's a future star for us. He's a guy I think's got a real chance to be a special player. I was really happy with his rebounding because today was a street fight to get a rebound. And he got in there and mixed it up and got 8 rebounds. That was huge. If he didn't do that with our foul trouble, we'd have got beat.
You mentioned the health issues last year. Did it cross your mind at all about this being the game where that kind of cropped up last year?
No. I'm a little different. Crossed my mind we need a W. Yeah, but I think about it every day, and I'm thankful to be coaching. Anybody that's been through what I went through, it turned out to be a very mild. But what I can share with you is it forces you to really look in the mirror and realize what you're here on earth for, and to appreciate every day. So that's a message when people ask me these questions, I just keep trying to share with people, you know. So, you know, during a game like that, I'm a little different because I'm enjoying coaching the last 5 minutes of a crazy game where 5 years ago I'd have been over there with my stomach flipping, doing backflips. You know, I'm over there happy that I'm just coaching the game. Not that I'd have been happy if we'd have lost, but, you know, I think that your approach to life changes after what I went through a little bit.
And Coach, earlier you said that part of you thought that this was a must-win game. Was part of that was to establish a momentum going into your game against Iowa State next week?
Oh, no, just my respect for what I think VCU is going to do this year. And I think the Atlantic 10's at least a 5-bid league. So saying that, I think it was an opportunity for us to get a huge win. Now, after we lost to Xavier, I told our guys, you know, we got to win 3 in a row. I don't know how we're going to do it, but we got to find a way to win 3 in a row, okay? And we still got one to go.